in Teen Wolf. This is episode 14 of season 3. Hopefully, guys have enjoyed the first 13 episodes of this season, or the start of 3B, whatever you want to call it. It's absolutely sick, honestly. We started last episode mentally, mate. Honestly, it felt so different to the way we ended episode 12, dived into episode 13, and obviously it was Styles. He was waking up, he was in a nightmare. You know, he was walking around, he didn't know what was going on. He woke up again, he was in bed with Lydia, you know, and I was like, what? And then his door creaked open, he walked into the darkness, she was screaming, don't do it, don't do it. And he walked out into the forest, and he was stood there, loads of lights, he's like blocking him, and then he woke up back into present day, and he was walking to school with Scott, and he was chilling, and he was talking, and all that good stuff. And then he went and sat into class, and he was saying, do you know what, mate, I'm struggling reading, you know, like I used to be able to read everything. Now every time I look at something, it's all symbols and scribbles, I don't know what's going on. And then boom, he woke up in his bed screaming, mate. He wasn't even in the right reality. His dad come in, grabbed him, was holding him, you're all right, son, you're all right. Madness, mate. He's being affected by obviously going to that tree and you know, basically going under. You know, when they flatlined for him, Scott and Alison for a couple, well, actually, it was like 16 hours or something, they said, didn't they? When they'd done that for that long, it's took a hold of them. It's come into them. The darkness has consumed inside their body, mate. It's interesting. It's also having an effect on Scott. He's seen himself, as he's walking around, he's constantly seen himself transitioning into the alpha. His shadows are going big, big, big. Like the wolf, he's looking, he can see claws in himself. His eyes are turning red, and occasions that he can't even control it, which is really, really interesting. And then also Alison, you know, she's like a bag of nerves now. She can't, you know, before she was precise, she was deadly. She had a weapon. She could ping a bow literally with pinpoint accuracy. Now her hands are shaking. She can't pull the string right. And, you know, when they went into the forest, Lydia was trying to help her, you know, like get better. She put a target up. She was like, you know, try draw your bow different ways. And then she ended up seeing somebody running through the forest, and she went looking for them. Then she turned around, she shot her bow, and it nearly killed Lydia. Honestly, Isaac come and he stopped it just before it hit her in the centre of the head. Also, with Alison, it's sick because the person that she's seen running through the woods, pretty much, I think it's Kate, she's been having visions, mate. She went into the elevator, she was going down, she opened the door, she was in a hospital. As she walked out, there was another Alison behind her, mate, another darker one, like looking, flickering in the lights. She went into like the morgue area, the cupboard opened, she looked in where Kate's body was meant to be. She come crawling down, you know, like crawling down and screaming at her. Interesting. Then she turned, transitioned swift back into the school, and Lydia was like, you all right? Started laughing at them all, mate. She's like, I'm no longer the crazy. I think Lydia is hilarious. So all of them are being affected. What's interesting as well is right near the very end, Alison was having a dream that she was sleeping with Isaac. They was kissing, and you know, Isaac sat up, boom, started getting strangled. Kate popped her head around, let's do it together, mate, literally. And then she grabbed the knife, Alison, and then she woke up and she was in bed again, and she had another knife, and Lydia was laid there. So I don't know what's going on, but it's absolutely sick, honestly. It really is. Last episode was one of the best for me. It's definitely the best introduction, restart to a season or whatever. It was just like crazy high-paced action all over. We had the sheriff, you know, we had Noah. He was looking through all the files of old cases. You know, now he knows more about the supernatural world. He's looking more into it, and you know, he's trying to look at cases that he was confused at in the past. Something happened 8 years ago, and a 9-year-old girl went missing. Now, what's interesting is all her family died in a crash, and she didn't. Apparently, her body went missing, and it looks like the vehicle had slash marks and all that over it, and they put it down to like I don't know, a coyote or something attack, and her body's never been found. Well, it turns out that it possibly was a wolf attack, and we don't know which wolf attacked them, but Scott and Styles went to that location towards the end to check it out. The car was still there. They ended up seeing that there was claw marks, and he was spaced out enough that it would be a hand from a werewolf. And then they seen the wolf in the trees, full form, eyes going blue. Scott chased it, he ran, he jumped off a cliff. Obviously, that other wolf jumped as well. Scott landed, eyes red. She looked at him, Melina, turned and ran off into the trees. So how exciting is that? A possible new character being introduced into the show. And if we do our maths correctly, she was 9 when she went missing 8 years ago, would mean she's 17, the same age as everybody in the present day. Good stuff from me. Also, a new character got introduced into the school. A new teacher's come in. His daughter, she's part of the class. He said she's not got friends. He introduced her to everybody over there. She put her head down, and it seems like Scott's got a little bit of interest in her. And she also come over and gave some valuable information to everybody. She said that she could hear all the conversations that they was having, and she knows, you know, some of the causes and how to beat it, X, Y, and Z. It's just well exciting, honestly. I thought last episode was absolutely sick. You know, let's get another round of applause now the next day. So hopefully today's episode is just as as good, and hopefully guys enjoy it. So if you do, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 14 of season 3 of Teen Wolf.
See this equipment? Very old. The settings are not quite accurate anymore, so it's hard to tell just how far to turn the dial.
I think it's a little high.
Where's La Loba?
We don't know what a La Loba is. I would love to be the helpful volunteer, but we really don't know what you're talking about.
A rusty chainsaw.
We all wonder how far your little healing tree goes.
Yo, it's a proper crew going.
No tiene que ser tan duro. You know exactly what I'm saying. And you know who we want. Where is the she-wolf? I know you won't talk. Lobito. This one loves the sound of his own voice.
You should hear me sing.
Where is the she-wolf?
Ooh, that's a finger chopped off, mate. Yo, that was sick how it landed in the floor. Wow, what the hell, mate?
Oh, I think I found something. So did I. It's Coyote Den. See this? This is Malia's. Remember, it's the same one she was wearing in the photo. Her scent's gonna be everywhere. She's not gonna come back here. Where's she gonna go? I don't know. But I'm better at this when I'm a full wolf. And I'm still worried that if I do it, I won't be able to turn back.
Isn't it? This exciting stuff,
If I
mate,
can't
honestly.
get to Derek, we're gonna have to find someone else to help. I think it might be a little out of my boss's league. Or my dad's.
Let's just say, yeah, no joke, like, I have no problem with them finding this, telling his dad, helping him out, maybe solving the case, keeping his job, Scott's dad not taking it, X, Y, and Z. But this case has been open for 8 years, and took Scott and Styles 1 hour to find the location of the place that showed that she was still alive, that it was Teddy's and clothes there. What was the police doing? Did they all just not turn up that day? One guy on his own looking in the woods? You know what I mean?
You sure it was her?
I looked her right in the eyes, and they glowed just like mine. If it was a full moon, and she did change while her mom was driving, then anything could have happened. Blames herself, right? Goes off running into the woods, and eventually becomes trapped inside the body of a coyote.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
In a Chinese folk tale.
It does make sense, mate. It makes total sense.
I don't want anyone hearing about this. I especially don't want Mr. Tate hearing about this.
Oh,
Scott.
what the hell?
Scott. Ah, hell. Mr. Tate.
It's hers.
You thinking she's still alive?
Wait,
She is, technically.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
There's no body. There's no remains to identify.
Oh, not yet, Sheriff.
I'm sure you'll uncover something.
It's the not knowing that ruins people like Tate. The truth is always better than not knowing.
See, he kind of countered me last episode. I was saying, yeah, until there was hardcore factual evidence that they was murdered, then I wouldn't have told them. Now, when I found out there was hardcore factual evidence he was murdered, I would tell them, because the truth is better than the not knowing. I would rather know the actual facts than not the facts. But if it was still open-ended like it was at the time when he said your daughter was possibly murdered, there was no facts then, was there? So he didn't need to know that, because he's only just coming to terms with the fact that it was an accident. So, I mean, he's kind of countered what I said. I kind of agree with him and I don't. It's interesting. Oh, look at this, mate.
That could narrow down Coyote's travel on fixed trails. But I think you're right about her not going back to the den. These don't like wolves. And they're really smart. If they don't want to be heard, they actually walk on their toes.
That's well smart, mate. Coyote's next level.
Hi, I'm Kira. You knew that. I knew you knew that. I don't know. My explanation was sort of all over the place, so I did some research and I printed it out for you. It only took a couple hours.
You really didn't have to do that.
You forgot all the research you did for that boy you like.
Yeah, that's sick, man. He's actually banter.
All right, everyone, let's get started. Who would like to come up and read aloud for us?
Maybe someone else could.
Everyone participates in my class, Mr. Solinsky.
Styles, you okay?
Loving these slow motion spins.
Panic attack? Well, how do you tell that you're awake or dreaming? Fingers, you catch your fingers. You have extra fingers in dreams. Look at my hands and count with me. 9, 10. What the hell is happening to me? We'll figure it out. You're gonna be okay. Am I? I'm straight up losing my mind. We can't help Malia.
Interesting. I wonder why they've chose him to like not be able to read. What's it gonna have later on in the season?
Try.
Right. Do you know what I find interesting? What they've started to do. I think they've done it in the back end. I think they've done it in episode 12, the 3A part. With the camera work, when like Scott's walking, he's going fast and then he starts going slow and the camera spins dead fast around, and it's happened a couple of times. You know, when Styles was doing his panic attack and stuff, like it makes it feel impactful because he's walking and then he's going dead slow and it's like goes all muffled and the camera's going dead slow and then it's fast paced again and then slow. I'm liking that transition. Whoever decided to sign that off, it's good. It feels more impactful. And like again, he was there. He was, you know, like he's bashing against the doors, going dead slow and then dead fast and then dead slow at the sink again. I like it. I think the camera work, the transitions, yeah, I've said it a few times, like have been very, very swift this second half of the season. There's no chance Malia's in that school. Oh, look at this, mate. I'm gonna tiptoe now. Tippy toe. Oh, it's so good. Oh, come after its teddy or whatever, his doll. Oh, it's well interesting, mate. Honestly, really good. Oh, check her, mate.
I'm the one who was hired to save Isaac.
Hey, get in there.
Someone hired me to get Derek out of here. You? I'm totally fine leaving for dead.
I like it.
All right.
Get his finger, mate.
Not leaving without it.
Without what? Mate, I've got to say, mate, I'm well happy that she's in it because she was an absolute beast when she went to get Isaac. And when she did get killed, I was like, oh, mate, no way she got killed. Like I said, in the show, put it past nobody that when they get slashed and they look like they're dead, they could still come back alive. Do you know what I mean? I said that about I thought it was Kate that was doing this torturing. I mean, I said I was 90% sure I was definitely wrong, but I never put it past it. You know, that 10% still flickers.
Dad, try not to forget there's a girl in there, one that you'll be killing. Come on, you aren't back to not believing, are you?
You know what? I believe there are a lot of things I don't understand yet. Now, are you 100% sure that this is a girl and not an animal?
Yes. Scott, you been listening?
All right, let's get this figured out.
Of course he hasn't. The guy's got his big ears.
I'm okay.
I think I know what she was looking for. You took the doll from the car. Yeah, I thought you could use it, you know, for like her scent.
Where did you get that? Where did you find this? I don't know how you heard about this, if you got your own police scanner or what, but you can't be here.
I have a permit.
California schools are gun-free zones. Permit or no permit.
You find that thing.
Mate, okay, he's not messing around. He's bringing guns.
It's a tranquilizer for horses. For a were-coyote, expect it to work within seconds.
If we manage to find the thing. Okay, what is the point of him? Seriously, I mean, what is his purpose? Aside from the persistent negativity and the scarf. What's up with the scarf anyway? Remember the night that Peter trapped us in the school? In the gym, he was able to make me turn using just his voice. Deucalion did the same thing in the distillery. We need a real alpha. You know what I mean? An alpha who can do alpha things, you know?
Hit it, mate. Get Peter Hale in.
Get it up. Great.
Get it up.
Maybe the twins?
They're not alphas anymore.
Nobody's seen them for weeks. Well, actually, that's, not totally true.
Oh, here we go. Wonder why they blame Scott for losing the powers, you reckon?
Hey, you know what? That's funny. I actually tried something just like this one time using heart monitor and lacrosse balls. But you're right. Beating the living crap out of him is probably a lot better.
Come on, McCall. Give it your all. We can always heal. You're an alpha. You want to roar like one, you gotta give in full throttle.
Come on, Scott, fight back.
What if I can't control it?
You get further and further away from being human. You turn into an animal. Or worse.
What? I thought we were helping him.
You helped too much.
Is he gonna do it now? No, God, he's still not doing it. He's well scared.
Do you think you can hone in on Malia?
I've got a pretty good lock on her scent. It's actually kind of strong. You okay?
Transition. Look at it. Kate's gonna sit up on that bed. Undertaker style. Oh, it's Allison. Oh, what a swift transition again.
But the authorities are waiting for confirmation.
Oh, it's Kate. Oh, look at this. Oh. Oh. Hey, mate. It's well good. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
I'm so sorry.
Let me help you.
Go on, Isaac. Go save the day, lad.
Did you bring it?
A jogger on an early morning run almost stepped right into this.
Yeah, he got loads.
But some kid could get trapped in one of these. Some kid could die in one of these.
Oh, someone's broken.
It's in the house.
Interesting, mate. It's not here. It's not here. I think that might be the sheriff shooting his gun so that it scares Malia to running off. But what's interesting is, yeah, first of all, those traps are well tight, aren't they? I understand that, say, like, if you live somewhere and, these deadly animals like bears and coyotes and wolves live near your house and you want to protect yourself, like, mate, I don't want none of these coming near my garden, hurting my kids. So you put, like, some sort of safety net, a trap down to, like, help you out. But just think, mate, imagine if you was that animal and you stood in that and it gripped your ankle or your leg. It's murders, absolutely murders, and it can't get out of it, can it? It's so tight. It actually is tight, like, regardless of whether, like, you've done the right thing to protect yourself or not, it's tight. And the way he's just said there, that some kid could get trapped in it. This is very interesting. I bet this has never happened before, but, like, what would happen if I owned my house now, for example, and I went and put one of them traps down in my garden, and then a kid come running along in the woods and stood in it, and it gripped his leg and he couldn't get out of it, and, like, nobody come around, and they ended up dying. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I was off me. I was on holiday, having a 2-week vacation. He was in my garden, nobody's around. He's stuck on the trap, can't get out, and he dies. Would I get done for murdering or what? Like, I'm assuming the trap's illegal to put down animal traps, like, around. But if somebody else gets stuck in it, what happens then? You know what I mean? Like he was saying, a kid could get stuck in it and die, and then he said, yeah, my kid died. I've never even heard or thought of that, like, before, but it's very interesting. I would love to know, like, what would happen if somebody did die in one of those.
It took the doll again. What the hell is so important about this doll?
I don't know, but listen to me.
There are traps all over those woods.
I want you to stay out of those woods. You got that?
It's the doll.
Styles.
All right, but why would it go all the way to the school and then all the way back to the house just for a doll? No, it's a doll, you know? It's got little arms, a big baby head. Actually, I took a pic.
She's not holding the doll.
It's Malia's younger sister. This was her doll. I know what she's doing.
Go on, Allison. Oh, see what I'm saying?
Hit Tate. Use the trank gun on him, okay?
Come on, Allison. Oh, you've only got 3 of them, man.
Allison, breathe.
Imagine getting shot off that. Imagine just being stood there and I get shot. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Malia left it at the car for her sister. It's like bringing flowers to a grave. Okay, and we stole the flowers.
Why is that not pinged on the leg? Has she got to lift it up? Oh, you could get out of that, surely, if you just whip it up back.
Don't move. Why the hell would they put instructions on the bottom of a trap?
Because animals can't read.
I can't read either.
You don't need the instructions. When is the last time you have ever used instructions? Am I right? You don't need them. Because you are too smart. You're the one who always figures it out.
Oh, it retracts it. He's going to twist it the other way so it don't recline out.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I'm loving the sweat on him. Oi. I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field. That's it, Scott, son. He's turning, look. Hey, mate. She's obviously transitioning back. Give her some clothes, son. Now Scott's got to control himself. Imagine taking her home. How would you explain that? Where did you find her? Where have you been? That's what I'd be asking. Like, what's going on? She's part of the crew, isn't she? She's definitely part of the squad now. Objects and mirrors are closer than they appear. You can read. The guy's a beast. Oh yeah, mate. Totally forgetting about these guys because I'm so invested in the other one.
It's made from a rowan tree. It's mountain ash wood.
No, what's this? It's Derek's tattoo. That's still not going to stop a tree from growing. It's obviously got life. Oh, look at this. Whoa, look at this. What the F, mate? How interesting is that? Now, first of all, who's gone to that tree and pulled the plant out? Second of all, 3 characters look like they was forming then. You know what I mean? Avengers, assemble! Like, literally, who are they? Interesting. Totally forgot that there's a storyline between Derek, Peter Hale, and you know, because we're so interested in the style Scott and you know, Lydia and the Allison one. It's really good. Like, we've got 2 different things going on right here. We've got this MALIA one and we've got them. Now, obviously, they wanted the she-wolf. Who was they referencing? Honestly, that is what I would like to know. There's a few, you know, that they could be referencing. They could be Cora. They could have been MALIA, but she apparently was a coyote. Which is interesting, actually, because coyote is different to a wolf that they were saying in here. So that is technically a different supernatural that we're seeing. You know, we've got a coyote. I wonder if she can transform in and out of it now. Do you know, like, if Scott teaches her, is she going to be part of his pack? I would be part of Scott's pack. You know, like you say in my life, we're eternally grateful, like they say in Toy Story. So she should join. She's going to be part of the crew. I actually do think so, because otherwise I think it's a total waste of a story. So I think she's going to be part of it now going forward, which is very good. And we've also got the girl that was joining the school as well, who fancies Scott, and he found out because her dad embarrassed her in front of him. Again, I think that one, I think 2 females are going to be joining. Very, very good. We've also got the storyline, like I said, with Derek going on, which I have no idea who's kidnapped them, what they want, and which female they're trying to get. They obviously found something in that little crate. It's got like Derek's tattoo thing that he's got on his back, or the symbol on this little thing that they've got, but somebody definitely doesn't want the wolves to find it because it's fashioned the wood out of mountain ash, and then inside of it it's all ash as well, so there's no way that they're getting in there without help, which he just had. And this girl was very good when she was introduced at the start of the season, episode 1, when she was trying to save Isaac when the twins were chasing after them. She was putting up a good fight as well. She's not supernatural, she's human, and I thought she died, but she didn't. Duke sent her here for them, where obviously at the start of the season Duke sent them there for her. So very interesting, and it looks like we're getting new characters in the show, which is just exciting for everybody, and it's really, really good. Okay, and that is going to wrap up episode 14 of season 3 of Teen Wolf. Thank you so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying all of the content, because it's been absolutely sick. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm fully invested in the season. I am not going to lie. I'm enjoying all the characters, the new introductions, the storylines, the way that obviously they're all being affected by the decision that they made to obviously go under and flatline to try and help save everybody last season. And it's still steamrolling ahead, obviously, into this season, second part, or whatever you want to call it. Styles has finally regained a bit of his knowledge, reading abilities, you know, like he helped Lydia. She was saying loads of nice stuff about him as well, like, you're the smartest guy that I know, you're always there to save the day. He is, mate. He actually is. Guy is really clever. And he saved her from the trap. It's quite interesting because obviously I posed a question beforehand. If somebody got caught in a trap, a human, and nobody was there to release them and they couldn't release themselves, then if they ended up dying, what would happen to them? You know, would the person laying the trap get done for like manslaughter, murder or whatnot? Or is it just a general thing that you're allowed to put traps down to protect yourself from animals? And if somebody else walked into it, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? Isaac fell into it straight away. He done an absolute raw, mate. He knocked Scott off his bike. He ended up obviously seeing MALIA running through the woods and chased after her. Now, obviously, Scott's been scared about transitioning over into his alpha side for a while, and he even had to try and get the twins in to help him, where they was beating him senseless, weren't they? They were saying, mate, the way Deucalion taught us was we was afraid to do it, and he beat us until we had no choice. We just give in. And then once we'd done that, we tried to have to control it. Scott, obviously, in that altercation there, he didn't go through the transition, but here, you know, he had to go and try and save MALIA. she was going, you know, interested in chasing after the doll. It was her sister's, and she was taking it back to the car crash, kind of like a graveyard, which does actually make a lot of sense. You know, like that's a resting place for her sister, and she didn't know it was there. But then, well, yeah, she did know it was there actually, but she put it there because obviously it's kind of like flowers in a resting place. So again, I think it's good. Scott's chased after her. Her eyes are blue. Scott's are red. Scott's done a mad raw. Nearly turned Isaac. You know, he'd give him super strength. His eyes went orange or yellow. He ripped the, you know, the trap from its hinges, and MALIA ended up turning into a human again. Now she's been returned to her dad. I think that she's going to be part of the show. I think she's going to be part of the crew. I don't know if, because 2 new females have been introduced here. I don't know if Cora may be phased out now, because that would be 3 new females, which I got no problem with, but all in one season. And she's not been seen in the second part right now. But you know, we don't know who is attacking Derek and Peter. He's had his finger whipped off as well, and he was still like calm and cool about it, joking around it as well. So he's pretty funny. And I wonder if they know that he's trying to gun to be the alpha yet, or you know, is he the alpha now? I don't actually know. I don't think he is. But I think that he's building his strength up to be it. So, I mean, only time will tell. But again, like I said, I think this has started off so sick. It's really exciting, man. I'm very invested. I kind of want to sit here all day, mate, and watch it. That's how much I'm interested into it. But thanks so much for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. If you did, please smash like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.